This week, I have been really struggling to not have negative thoughts about this journey that I am on. I wanted to talk about this on my podcast because I've been so positive. I've been honest about my journey. I've been feeling really good about things, but wow, this week I've been really kicked back and feel like there was a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, a lot of questioning in what I was doing. And like one of the thoughts I was having is, who do I think I am? Who do I think I am to create a podcast and to help people lose weight? What if I can't even lose weight? What if losing weight is never going to happen for me? The other thought I had was, what are people thinking about me? Are they looking at my videos and laughing at me? Are they making fun of me? Are they looking at the way that my eyebrows are? Like, I know I do this, weird things with my face when I talk, and all those thoughts of what people are thinking of me and what they're saying about me. The other thought was, what if people are annoyed by my videos and annoyed about the content that I was putting out there? I want to come across as sincere, but sometimes when I record my videos and I listen back, there are parts of it that's kind of cringy to me. And so I think if it's cringy to me, it's probably cringy to them. And the other thing I was feeling is, what if I fail again? What if I fail just like I did last time and I never achieve success? What if I will never be able to do all the things that I see in my meditations? What if it's just a dream and I will never put the work in to make it happen? What if I quit? Because in the past, that's what I've always done, is quit. So I was feeling a lot of shame, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, and I went down, deep down into a rabbit hole. And it started all throughout last week because I was making a whole bunch of content and I felt inspired to do, like I am doing this 3 things I wish I knew in my 20s, and I felt inspired to do these videos, but then I had no comments, no likes, nobody's listening to it. And so then all of a sudden you start having these little seeds of doubt being planted. And then I went out to my family's property and saw my brother-in-laws and my nieces, and I felt really embarrassed. And that's where it all started. It started throughout the week, but then it really hit me when I saw people and I was thinking, what if they're looking at me and wondering what the heck I'm doing and thinking I'm weird or making fun of me? And it just started to snowball from there. And I started to feel so much doubt, and I got really emotional, and I told my husband that I don't know if I can do this. It's hard to face all of these things, and I've never wanted to be annoying or feel like I know everything, and it's just something that I had to face. And my husband, of course, and my kids, they're encouraging me and trying to help me through those moments, which I'm so grateful for. But I'm still feeling those things right now, and it brought me to the moment of when my mentor angel told me that there are 2 sayings that are red flags to her, and one of them is, I feel stuck, and the other one is, I'm struggling. And that's what I feel right now, is I feel like I'm struggling. She said that when you're struggling, your soul is trying to say something and your ego is rejecting it. And so as I'm going back looking at all the thoughts that I was having, that is my ego telling me that I'm not enough. And my ego saying, you don't want people to make fun of you. I've always wanted to be liked. I didn't want to be annoying. And so as I'm saying this, I am asking myself, when did I stop listening to my soul and start listening to my ego? And it was all those little tiny things. I was looking at other people to validate my experience. So if I wanted the comments and I wanted the views and I wanted the feedback, but that's not how life is all the time. And if I continue to share and I continue to learn, then I'm going to win at the end, because I will have changed my life, and it doesn't matter who comes along with me. because there are so many things in the works that are for me, that are for my husband and I, for our relationship, for my family. It's so much more than a like or a comment on a post. And as I'm talking to you right now, I'm reminding myself that I need to say, when did I stop listening to my soul and start listening to my ego? So whenever you feel stuck or you feel like you're struggling, ask yourself what your soul wants and what your ego is telling you and what your ego is holding you back from. What does your soul want and what is your ego rejecting so that you can't have those things that your soul is asking for? And that goes along with all the things that I'm learning on this podcast. All the ways that I wanted to be when everyone else needed me to be. All the ways that I thought that I was good enough just because of the likes, the comments, the friends, all the people that are in my life. And I stopped listening to myself. I don't know that I ever listened to myself since I was a little girl, because all I wanted to do was be liked and be approved of. And if I was liked and approved of, then I felt like I was enough. But it was still empty. And it was still conditional. And the most freeing feeling for me is when I can give that to myself. And that's why I love that meditation, I Love You and I'm Listening by Sarah Blondin. If you haven't listened to it yet, it's so beautiful. She basically tells us that, take a minute every single day to say to yourself, I love you and I'm listening. And when is the last time you really said that to yourself? I'm listening. I'm listening to my soul. I'm not listening to my ego anymore. My soul needs to be heard. And right now, my soul is telling me that this is part of my experience. That our path is up and down, and it's not a straight line. The other thing is that when we feel shame and we feel embarrassed, we feel shame because people are seeing us. Like right now, I'm afraid of feeling shame. I'm afraid of failing and feeling that shame because other people are watching me on this journey. And shame is the hardest thing to feel. And shame keeps us from growing. I'm going to work on releasing all of that shame, accepting my imperfections and welcoming my imperfections. Maybe all the days that I feel doubt and the days that I feel shame and embarrassed, they are here to help me also. I feel like maybe there are benefits of doubting ourselves. Maybe it keeps us humble. Maybe it keeps me learning more. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me searching. It keeps me not feeling like I know everything. And so I'm going to consider that maybe I can learn things from my doubt too, and that I can embrace this feeling of being scared. And know that it will pass. And to be honest, I've had a really hard time meditating lately, and every single morning I would get up and I would meditate, and it would help me picture the life that I was working towards. And lately I've had a hard time getting up early, and so that could be part of why I'm falling and slipping down that old pattern of thinking that I used to have. And so I'm going to commit to getting up and doing those meditations again. It makes such a difference, and I just wanted to be honest. I was very good at doing it every single day, and then I stopped getting up in the morning, and when it doesn't happen first thing in the morning, a lot of times it doesn't happen at all. So I'm going to do better about that and just commit to being true to my soul, and I'm really grateful for my mentor Angel teaching me how to listen to my soul, and also to just embrace all the experiences that we have, all the emotions, all the things are here to teach us. So that's why I wanted to share this struggling week with you today. I just want to share the ups and the downs. I want to share all of it. And I hope that next week I will have learned something from this and be able to share that with you. And I know that next week I will come back and have something else that I can share and something else that I've learned. So thank you for being here. And if you've been filled with doubt, just know that you're not alone. We are all in this human experience together. We'll see you guys next week.